Hello, people that in the house are doing just a bit of backstory to this. This person who works for Ahead Ireland, which is basically the Dublin bus, got suspended for speaking the truth. And I'm going to show you the two videos now, and I will leave a link to the description for one of his videos, because I can't get the link for this one. So I'll just show it to you now. So obviously he got sacked for speaking up for the truth, and obviously you hear this in a second. So please just listen up to this.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm talking to you on board at Go Ahead Ireland bus. I operate the 18 and the 76 bus on a daily basis. Today we are, after the announcement last night, we are a part of the Essential Services Public Transport. And our job is to make sure that essential workers, as well as the elderly and vulnerable, get to where they need to go. And we love doing our job. We love the fact that we're a part of this and we're helping people get to their jobs and the elderly get to the shops and home safe. However, we are doing it under a bit of duress. As you can see, Go Ahead Ireland has not put in any restrictions.
Yeah, that's disgrace that hasn't been put in.
They have put up a couple of posters
That's not
on
good.
the bus. They have a voiceover telling people to sit apart, but there's no safety for the driver. They still expect people to get on the front doors.
And just pause the video there. He got suspended for basically just saying that. Like, excuse me. Like, he's telling the truth. He's really telling the truth. Like, it's very plain to see there's no protection for the driver. And, they suspended him. And it's disgrace. You should be reinstated straight away. And, the woke showed on OT. The reason why the woke showed it because they're obviously in the pocket of them. And how dare OT not show it? Because this man is... This is... They can, in fair play to his colleagues, and some of them have clocked off, and they're very right to, because if you're going to treat your staff like this for speaking up, then you have something that company has something definitely wrong with them.
Their cash or tap their lead card, which is less than 2 meters.
Yeah, like that's
Distance required by the government.
The government. This is the government one business.
For employees for their own safety.
Yeah, like God.
This is also a company that has told us and has a note up in the office stating that we are only allowed to take 2 pairs of gloves per day to do a 12-hour shift. We've also only been issued with 100 mils of hand sanitizer that has to last us a month before we get a new one. Guys, this is serious, hard times. My family, as well as other drivers' families, do not want them to go to work. Drivers are afraid to come to work, which is understandable in these times. Some partners are crying, begging with drivers not to go to work. And this is really bad. But we're here. All we're asking for is the protection that we need.
Yeah, it's just simple thing, and he got fired for it. It's
Go Ahead are just worried about getting the fares.
Yeah, that's as simple as
Today,
that.
we will not be letting anybody on the front doors. Everybody will access through the middle and depart through the middle doors. We won't be asking anybody to come up and pay the fare, as it's less than 2 meters apart. So, today we're asking everybody to share this and get this out as far as possible. We're not doing this for popularity.
I don't know if anything's
We're
been.
not doing it for thumb.
I'm sorry to interrupt them, but no, but I don't know. Has it been done? I don't know. I have to listen to it, but I hope like Marilyn McDonald, was somebody text this to Marilyn McDonald and she said nothing about it more or less. And here's an update to what he's
Just a bit of an update.
with the video. Marilyn McDonald was told about the Sinn Féin leader. Loads of people have said that to her. Obviously, it's in Dublin constituency. When I expressed outrage about it, I've showed this to I already said this to 2 local county councillors. Maybe they might do something, probably not likely, but I shared it around. I said to people, you go in the side doors. I know a few people in Dublin. I'm going to shout to them and say to them, if they don't do something, because though he's totally right. He's really right. Like, it's for the safety. It's not like, and they only care about the fares, and that's what he said was that the company though, and he's got suspended for speaking the truth. Like, honest to God, where's free speech? Where's free speech? Like, honest to God, he's telling the truth. There was no protection. There's less than 2 meters. The government said, so they're basically contradicting the government too. Like, it's disgrace. It's disgrace. Like, you couldn't. No other country would put up with this crack.
So guys, just a bit of an update. I was called back to the office. There was a driver waiting on me at Liffey Valley when I got on my break at 1 o'clock, or 1:05. He was told to bring me back to the office.
This is like they're so like don't get it in their head. He's telling the truth. He's really, really telling the truth. Like, honest to God, I see no protection there. And what he was saying about 2 pairs of gloves a day, like, honest to God, like, you think the people in the prisons that get better treatment than that.
To the assistant operations manager. I got back to the office, and the supervisor and the assistant operations manager brought me into a room off the office and told me that I was suspended. With that, they gave me an envelope with some paperwork in it. The paperwork basically says that I'm being suspended due to posting a video that could that misleads the company.
Well, the thing is now, and I'm really say this to Go Ahead Ireland, you have done more than that, it's bad. Like, he's telling the truth. He's really telling the truth. He's telling the truth. You're making yourselves look like somebody who's willing to silence anybody to get your just fails. And that's really even worse. I'm saying to people, in other words, they need to boycott them. Because, like, if he's going to treat people like this in this time, like this, then you're a really very sad company. He's a really very sad, because this man spoke the truth and you silenced him. So what do you say to people who try to speak the truth against your company day by day? Like, he's only trying to protect himself, along with protect his family, protect his colleagues, and you refuse to let him speak. He's at least to anything, he's entitled to speak, and he's entitled to say his opinion. And it's a disgrace. And take the OT won't report on this, and the news outlets won't report on this because they're too afraid to anger these companies. It's disgraceful, and this man has been suspended. It's a disgrace, and the politicians won't say anything else. Like Mary Lou McDonald, I don't know where she is. She must be sleeping, because at least people are tagging her on this Facebook post, and she hasn't said damn all, and she's not going to say damn all. Let's be honest.
When in fact that everything I was saying on that video was the truth.
It's simple as that.
Well, drivers that are on the group and had seen the video have supported that. They've posted it on their own pages. Some drivers have posted their own videos or pictures.
Yeah, of course. Why shouldn't it? Why shouldn't it? They love to express opinion.
For starting it, and all for speaking up.
Disgrace.
The government puts in a legislation, a sort of law to stay 2 meters apart.
Yes.
And Go Ahead can't go by it.
Yes. They're not going by it.
They wouldn't speak to him because he's MBRU, and they don't recognise the MBRU. They only recognise SIP2. And while we were talking in the canteen, myself and the rep, we got a message through the Go Ahead app, which basically says the company is working to make sure all social distancing is in place by next week. So, companies sort of tiptoeing around themselves. They're trying to get out of this. They've opened the can of worms now.
Yes.
And yeah, we can just take this further and take it on.
Yeah.
This company needs to be stopped and all
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah, that's
the drivers,
definitely.
and all they're doing with the measures they're taking. They need to put the correct measures in place ASAP.
Yeah.
So guys, that's it. Let's get this shared again. I know a lot of people have.
Yeah, I support you 100%. And simple as that, I support you. Mary Lou McDonald hasn't said fuck all about it. And I'm going to say this straight to this Go Ahead, company. I'm sure it's Dublin Bus. It's really probably on the Dublin Bus. How dare you sack this fellow? These are the type of people we need in this society. People who are willing to stand up. People who are willing to stand up when nobody else to stand up. And I say to this, and I say to Go Ahead Ireland, they can come to me and they can say to me, why did you make a video on this? And I tell them, I see you in court. Simple as that. I see you in court because I'm allowed to my free speech. I'm a citizen of Ireland. I'm entitled to free speech. No matter if there's an Emergency Powers Act in place, I'm entitled to criticise any company or anything like that. And the same as this man, he works for you. He's allowed to his free speech. If anything, he's allowed to say, I think this should be done. It's a suggestion. And he's right. He's desperately right. You've seen in that. The driver's seat's here. And it's just standing there. Literally, there's nothing protecting him. And the small amount of gloves, like, honest to God, I would nearly tell them to go on strike. That's the simplest thing. I nearly tell them to go on strike. Because if they're not going to listen to this, like they said next week, he said next week. But I was saying to them, we instate him immediately. Simple as that. He obviously knows what he's doing, and he's a very good man for speaking out. Many people would be silenced as soon as they put up the first video. But he spoke out and he said to us, and he's giving you an ultimatum. And I was saying to bus drivers, don't bow, like literally ignore them. Ignore your higher command, inspectors and the rest of that. Ignore them, let them do what they want. And drive your buses around and ignore your higher command. Just ignore them. If they're going to treat you like this, ignore them. Do your job, get paid. Ignore your higher command. Don't listen to them. And I'm saying, if this doesn't get any better, strike. Simple as that, strike. Stay at home and strike. And annoy it would annoy the government now more than ever. And don't pay your taxes. really don't pay your tax if they're going to treat you like this, because obviously this is a very big union dispute. They had no grounds to suspend you. There are no grounds. I see no grounds. You were simply saying the facts. It's not like you were lying or misleading anybody. If anything, they're just trying to silence you, and that makes them look extremely bad. And I'm saying to people, share this video, share this on Facebook, and make sure everybody sees this. And maybe the politicians might have their head in the stand, Marilyn McDonald the same, because many people have tagged Marilyn McDonald in this. But for one, I'm probably the only one who speak up against it, because it won't be shown on RT, it won't be shown on any news outlet. It'd just be covered up. It'd be just sanded over and covered up, and nothing be said about it. But I'm saying to people, talk about it, say about it. Make the government pay for this. Make the government pay. Show everybody that this is what's happening, and the government have passing over this like it's not to talk about. Well, it's something to talk about, because this is a big union dispute now. It's a dispute. It's a union dispute. He should have been suspended. Simple as that. Speaking the truth. So we call freedom of speech in this country. Well, it's time to put that to action. It's time to put the people of Ireland to say to the government, where's the freedom of speech now? Because it's an emergency. It is an emergency. But you have your freedom of speech. Simple as.